Okay guys, I've got Pumpkinhead, number 4, and this is the demon thing, gluttony, and all I gotta say is, man, you gotta start chewing your fucking food. It's bad enough that you're a gluttony demon from hell that's possibly retarded. I don't know why, but in my head I have it that Pumpkinhead is retarded. I don't know if that's correct, but it's in there and it won't leave. But you also have terrible table manners. You're not chewing your food. Can we get this guy a fucking etiquette class? Please? Just imagine this thing wearing a tuxedo. Alright, let's get into this. This one is, I believe there's only one more issue, so this issue is the penultimate issue. Use a big word there. Not a whole hell of a lot happens in this comic because they're just like, it's just setting it up for like this grand finale. But, you know, it's still pretty good. So, we get into it and we see the old lady, Haggis, which I'm still dealing with the fact that that's her name, because if you name your child Haggis, even if you're Scottish and you name your child Haggis, you don't want that baby. You straight up do not. So she's running through the hills and she's, now they've done it. Oh, really, lady? You have been helping, apparently there are more than 2 movies, you've been helping all sorts of people summon up vengeance and you're just oblivious to what's been going on. Now they've done it. Now they've gone and done it, the fools. Of course, in the previous issue, it's shown that the other demons have been summoned, so it just, I mean, one demon's already a big enough deal, and then we got multiple demons, and one of them is not chewing its food properly. Well, I mean, this is just, how could it get worse? How could it get worse? Them demons not meant to roam the earth at the same time. Well, I mean, I feel like hell doesn't have a one demon at a time policy. The world's a big place. The world's a big place. I mean, there are probably exorcisms going on right now. At least 5 exorcisms right now, all around the globe, happening right now. Or all flat around the ice enclosure. Flat, the earth is flat. Okay, so she's running along and she gets a stick thrown at her, and God, she is all sorts of ugly. That's what I'm saying. If you become a witch, you automatically become like a 1. This might be a 0.5. And we see that it's this fucking dude's head, and first of all, just, like, it's scary that he's saying her name, but imagine you're encountering a head, and it just says, Haggis. I would be like, holy shit, no, I don't want to eat that. If this guy's bringing haggis, I don't want any part of it. So haggis is already a bad thing for him to be saying, but when you know that it's your name, even spookier. So she sees this demon creeping up on her, who I get the feel is like sort of a super demon, an uber demon. He's got sort of a Baphomet thing. I think that's the only demon I know by name, so that's what I'm going with. And she's alarmed. She like the artist, for some reason he loves doing these speed lines. I don't get it. So we get this spread here, this splash page, like half a splash page sort of our boy Pumpkinhead coming in from the goddamn top rope, from the turnbuckle, wrestling turns, and he's got an affinity. I don't know what it is about, like, literally all these demons except for Gluttony are fucking shredded. But, what I think is happening here, and I don't think I've ever, it's been a long time since I watched the movies. I can't believe there are more than 2. That blows my fucking mind. Also, does Pumpkinhead, is that like a dick right there? Like this video if you think that's his dick. No, but I think Pumpkinhead has to protect, because Pumpkinhead is her demon. I mean, I don't really know the logistics of hillbilly demons, but in the first issue, her and her weirdo sisters, they ran out and they selected their demon from the graves, which, what? It was probably on a school night. Do these people even go to school? Guess not. But I think Pumpkinhead has to protect her, so he starts just slashing this fucking, look at that. That's fucking terrifying. His eyes are just glowing, and she's like, what? Which, I mean, lady, Pumpkinhead's your demon. You've been letting motherfuckers summon him for more than 2 movies apparently, at least 3 movies, and you've just been completely oblivious to what he's doing. Also, I wish I knew what this demon was of. He's vengeance. We know lust, we know gluttony, I think there's another one. I think this just like, it's like, whoa, you can't be doing that to a super demon. What? They get into a fight. Majority of this comic is them fighting, and he grabs this, the head stick. Oh, the pike. That's what that's called. I suddenly remembered that I vaguely know about historical torture. So Pumpkinhead's like, fucking bring it, dog. And this guy is just like, yeah, that's... Pumpkinhead loves that. He fucking loves it. Like, that guy would be saying, Baja Blast! Like, well, you're not gonna taunt me with a thing I love. I mean, unless it's wintertime and it's not available in stores, then that's a dick move. So Pumpkinhead, let's look at that. I feel like this panel has a lot of fucking motion to it. Like, the motion lines, I'm with it on this one. This guy is swinging the pike around, and Pumpkinhead then trips him up with a tail. I honestly don't remember him having a tail in the movies, but you know what? He probably does. And then he just starts, like, literally poking at this stick after taking this homeboy down. A lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I'll show this. So back at the family who summoned Pumpkinhead, which I feel like this guy has never looked worse. I feel like when demons are around, everybody just ages like 15 years or something. Like, what if, I bet in the last issue his hair wasn't even gray, but now it is. We see this thing that's coming after them, and it just says mine. I have no clue what demon it is. In the previous issue, it ripped an axle from a truck, so pretty damn strong. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Doom. Like the first or second Doom, it has those big like brains thing just going around, but this one has legs. And I don't know what's scarier. The fact that he has legs or not legs. I feel like scarier without legs, because like, I don't like snakes, I'm not afraid of them. Don't say I'm afraid of them. You're a fucking liar if you say it's slander. If you say I'm afraid of snakes. But my issue with them is they don't have legs. They're like spring-loaded coils ready to go. If they had legs, they'd be fine. I'm not afraid of lizards. And you know what I just noticed? It's like he's gripping this panel right here. That's pretty cool. And it's got me. Oh Lord, oh Lord. I feel like, yeah. Maybe have a little bit more of a reaction there. That's what we want. So this thing starts breaking in. They start shooting at him, which, I mean, come on. That shit's not gonna work. And then we see something happen. Like, literally, the last panel we saw of Pumpkinhead was he was just poking around at the pike. But I get somebody, or he just got an intense migraine thing, I think, maybe. And this guy's just using this as a weapon. That's pretty awesome. And he trips up Pumpkinhead. Then we see this. He grabs it. See all these fucking speed lines? I feel like it's excessive. He grabs it and he literally stabs Pumpkinhead in the back so much that his shoulder has many explosions. If it focused like right when I said that, that would have been a lot funnier. There we go. Shoulder explosions. Hit in the back. No, but that's like, I don't know what it is, but Pumpkinhead has like hip bones and shoulder bones and all these kind of bones. And then this guy, like a fucking G, he just walks away. He just walks away. And then the old lady says some stuff that's not really important. And then the doom-legged monster, tentacle monster, just fucking rips the deputy in half because he likes ripping things apart. I mean, what is he? The demon of bisection? The demon of fractions? If you're bad at math, you fear that demon wholeheartedly. So, everybody eventually gets out of the house, and I didn't show up as these little girls like give the grandpa shit. They're like, hey, this is kind of your fault, which definitely. And Bunt, the crazy drunk from who's been on the money the whole time, there ain't but one way to end this, grabs a, I almost said potato, he grabs a rock, and I feel like you could have set this up in a better way. I mean, be like, hey dude, come here for a second before you go murdering him in front. I mean, these kids are traumatized. So what's seeing their grandpa bludgeoned to death after they've seen a couple demons. But then the sheriff stops him, and stops him from a distance. He had time. He could have bunt. You could have done it. And he's like, I've seen this kind of thing before, Sheriff. There's only one way this ends. We gotta kill the one who called the demon up. That's not how we're doing things. We'll find another way. Bitch, no! There are literally no protocols for demons, for Pumpkinheads. This guy's been on the money the whole time. If he starts literally whacking heads, you need to also be doing that. Just kill this whole family. Just, look, yeah, okay, you know what? Bludgeoning him with a rock, that's a little gruesome. Give him your gun, you know what I'm saying? And she wants him to take him to the old lady. He's like, oh, God, and he says, that old lady scares me. And then that's kind of the end of it. Oh, no, there's a lot more fighting, but like I said, you gotta go get this. You gotta support this horror movie. Because, look, if we support these, we might actually get some, like, good, like, this is alright. But I mean, like, what other horror movies don't need comics, but also totally do need comics? Like, what other things are there? But, there's a lot more fighting. It's really cool. And I will show this. Okay, at the end of each issue, there have been these, like, black and white things, sort of about the history of the demons, where it's, like, it's fun for me to read, but it's not like, I gotta skip a couple pages. So, you know, those are the ones I've been skipping, but it shows this one, and it's the old lady Haggis is telling us that all the other demons hate Vengeance because he's dragged up from the earth way more than the other ones. Hated Vengeance most of all. Vengeance was a sin that couldn't never be satisfied, and therefore was called up from the pit over and over again. Yeah, because, I mean, I don't need gluttony. I still don't know what the fuck, what does he do? Do I call him up when I'm feeling gluttonous? Or do I call him up when I'm like, you know what, I can't finish this pizza. Let me call up my demon homie. And I gotta drive out to fucking West Virginia or whatever. But no, I just wanted to show this. Because look, I'm not the type of person who says the word cute. I am not. And I'm not about to use it here. But if I saw this, like it's nighttime, I'm driving, and I see this in my headlights as I'm driving by, like on an interstate, and I see this thing, it's possible that I would alert the authorities. I would contact the proper authorities, because I mean, look at it, it could be something, doesn't look like a monster, but I say I might call him because, you know, I'm made aware of Pumpkinheads and demons and stuff now, so if I call them up, somebody takes this thing in, raises it, and then like 10 years later he's out slashing throats, they're going to be like, wait, who alerted us to this thing on the side of the road? Who? Lindsey Parks? Okay, well, we'll just burn her to the stake. I feel like, just like every day, oh god, you know what, I'm going to say something else. Every day the fucking patriarchy, man, is like half a second away from burning all the bitches. And I can't. I mean, it doesn't look scary, but see those shoulder bones, I don't know. I don't know if I would call them. I would think about it. Guaranteed if I saw this on the side of the road, I would think about it. We got one more issue to go. Hopefully, more demon fighting, and go get this. Go get this. And everybody at home, remember to chew your food. It's fucking disgusting if you don't do that. You gotta savor the flavor.